This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2005 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. Crew cab, short bed, 6.6 liter turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive. It's an LT, which means it's a leather. Has 150,000 miles. It's on a clear title. It was basically one of the guys who's doing construction down the street, doing some road work. Comes by every day. He went into Precision Toyota here in town to trade this in and get a small truck, small gas Tacoma, and they offered him a stupid low number because they're not diesel specialists. Well, they're dummies. This is a nice rig. Anyway, so their loss, our gain, whatever. Anyway, he brought it in, we paid for it, and it's just a clear title truck, really nice truck. There's a couple small cosmetic issues that are, very small. According to Chuck, the guy who owned it before, he did the injectors about 30,000 miles ago at Goldie's Diesel Repair on Oracle Road here in Tucson. There's no paperwork to prove that, but based on how it runs and the history of that, you would have to have done injectors somewhere around that time because they all go bad right around 100,000 to 120,000. It would not make it to 150 without them, but it runs great. I think the tires on the front are about, I don't know, 30 or 40%, and the rear tires are probably 20 or 30%, just a little lower than the fronts. Very minor stuff, little rock chips. Just this color is called silver metallic birch. It does have a block heater. I'm not sure why he got one in Tucson, but it's a pretty expensive little ad. But he did, which I guess is good if it goes out of state to the polar vortex states. We're having a polar vortex here at the end of February. It's probably going to be, our high's only going to get to about 72 or 3 today. And it's a little overcast. I'm also, these telescoping mirrors on Chevys, if you know about them, you know that they always break. They have worm gears in them and they break constantly. We're not fixing either one of them. Both of them are broken. They're always broken. That's the bottom line. This one also has a chip in the outside. It's very common for them to break. The mirror itself moves. There's rock chips in there. The mirror itself moves, but it doesn't telescope. And if you replace them, you're crazy because they'll break in about 3 to 6 months, and they're about $450. It's a good-looking truck, but my job here is to zoom in on the negatives and not the positives. That way, when it ships out, if it ships out and you don't take possession of it in person, that you get to see what's going on. It's got a hard tonneau cover. It's also got a extra fuel tank. Let's see that back there. You have a spare tire with, looks like it's brand new. It's still got the stripe on it. And the guy who sold it to us was pretty bummed out, but he needed a smaller truck, gas-wise and size-wise, for his home. It was just too big. It's got a tonneau cover, one of those Velcro tonneau covers on it. The driver rear tire is brand new, so at some point he put a brand new tire back here. So really the only real low tread tire is the passenger rear. Alright, let's this guy up. Let's listen to it run under the hood. There's your miles, 150,989. All right. going to walk you around, make sure all the window switches and door locks and everything work. Of course, we're missing a lens there. I would say probably at least 50% of my trucks on this property are missing that lens on the door, regardless of make or model. That comes from slamming doors. Rear interior is in great shape. Alright, passenger rear window, that works fine. Obviously, Duramax is the best of the three. And knowing that they've dealt with the injector issue is a nice thing also. I'm also told it's the right motor based on the 10th inches of the VIN. There'll be more about that in the text of the ad. There's the manual. There's no peeling on the dash, which is very unusual in a Chevy. You know what? Let's make sure that these work. Let's make sure the seat works too. Forward, back, pull seat up, pull seat down, seat back. There you go. That all works fine. Yeah, he was pretty bummed about selling this truck, but it was more of a family thing than anything. Get rid of it. And he was pretty mad at the decision. And I don't blame him, that was ridiculous. They thought they owned him or something, I think, right there. Let's see. The memory seat. Let's see. Passenger rear window. There it is. Driver rear window. Alright. Let's see. Heated seats. There's that. Door locks. Alright. Put the seat all the way back. There's a crack in the outside trim on the seat. Let's go down first. It's down. There's up. There's down. Alright. There's the seat back up and back. Looks like we did a little repair right here on the outside of the seat. Other than that, it looks like it's in great shape. Tilt wheel, that works fine. Alright, let's get in here. Seat belt is on. Tilt the wheel down. Alright, let's see. What else we got? Oh, we got to do the mirrors. Like I said, the telescoping part on both both mirrors does not work. There's out and in, and up, and down. Other side, out, in, up, down. Okay. There you go. Let's see what else we got. We got tow. You see the light on the dash? On and off. There you go. Let's see.
This is inspired by Metamucil. It's right next to Stingray to Biltmore.
Change the stereo station.
A paper airplane. Sad.
All right. So those work fine. Let's see. Everything works there. Let's see if the air is blowing out the dash. It is. Already. On and off. There you go. Alright, turn that off. So air works fine, radio works fine. We have cruise control right here. Let me it also has OnStar. Just right there. Let me move forward here so I don't back into anything behind me here. Put it into neutral, and then we put it into 4 low. There we go. Now we're in drive and 4 low. We go forward. That's definitely 4 low. And reverse. That's definitely 4 low. All right. Neutral. 4 high. Drive. Actuators are working great. Reverse. That's perfect. All right, neutral, 2-wheel drive. Let's go for a ride. All right, it's on a clear title, so if you come to Tucson and drive it home, there's no need to get it inspected. So all you're going to pay is tax and dock fees. Dock fees are $250. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is, say, 3%, and you're going to come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay a total of 5% tax and a $250 dock fee. That's your 3% state tax and our 2% city tax. So it'll be a total of 5%. If you're from Alaska, a lot of our people fly down from Alaska and drive home. Their state tax rate is 0. So you'd pay 2% tax and $250 dock fee. Pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. No tax, no dock fees, just ship it on out. We have a recommended shipper. His name is Fred at Beacon Shipping Logistics. His number is in the middle of our ad. Give him a call, and he'll give you an idea, a very good idea of what it'll cost. He's right in the middle price range wise. I strongly suggest you never, ever, 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 ever take the lowest bid on shipping. Why? Because they'll get your deposit and the truck will sit here forever, okay? And eventually someone will pick it up, eventually, but it could take months. Obviously you don't want to pay the highest price. The middle price with a broker like Fred is the way to go. You don't necessarily need to use Fred, but definitely use my advice on the lowest price. The lowest price is not the way to do things with shipping any vehicle. Had that happen to a couple people lately. They not listen to Fred, and they were given a quote of $900 to go to Michigan, which is impossible. You can't do that. It'll never ever happen. That's about a $1,400 or $1,500 on a good day trip. If you go east to west, Georgia or something, it's a lot cheaper. But sometimes, and in the wintertime, it's very tough too, with all the storms you guys have been having. Anyway, that's my speech on that. What else? Blah, 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 blah. Deposits. Please get a deposit. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name in a banner over the vehicle at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. I'm going to jump on and be quiet for a second here. Guy, but you get the point. It runs great, shifts perfectly. There's nothing going on here. Anyway, get your deposit. And lastly, this is the part of the speech I give everybody at the end of every vehicle. I'm not just singling this one out to cover my butt on this truck. If you watch all our videos, I say the same thing. It doesn't matter how new or how many miles, blah blah blah. This is a used vehicle. There's risk involved. If you don't want any risk, buy a brand new one. You can buy a new Duramax for in leather. Oh my God, these are like 65 or 70 grand, somewhere in that area. Someone told me the other day that it might be more than 70, which is retarded. But that's what they are. So go buy one, then you don't have any risk at all. Okay. If you're risk averse, do not buy it from us, because we cannot guarantee you that a check engine light or something's not going to come on or happen next week or next year or whatever. We can't guarantee that. We don't know. We didn't build the car. We have no idea what's going to happen. All right? That's my speech. Thank you very much.